I do know there's a lot of satanists that have intermingled with the atheist society. And I know that a lot of people in tech, they had a high percentage of those that were atheist or what some would proclaim to be an atheist, but in fact Satanist, that oh, there's no God at all, but I'm a Satanist, and different sects of Satanism that some of them proclaim. Oh, well, I think LaVey would try to. Well, I think it gets complicated. They real Satanists that are into witchcraft and that they know there's a God. They willingly do very evil things. And believe it or not, some of them have been made to hurt over a certain thing, in a certain sense in their mind that they're righteous, that they have a grievance against God in some fashion. I'll give you an example. It's like if I'll give you a lens of a Satanist, that there's some that I'm in tech. I know some of the I'm doing of course identity politics. I'm being the Satanist, right? And the Satanist would he's in tech. I'm in tech, and I see secretly what Christians look at online. Now I'll talk to them when they're on social media as an anonymous, or not anonymous, but so they don't know, another profile, and confront them about different things. And these so-called Christians that are supposed to tell the truth, that are for Jesus, we see them time after time after time lying for Jesus, lying to make themselves look better, lying about the porn they jack off to, right? Oh, I don't do that. No. So therefore, in their mind, some of them had thought that I'm righteous because Christianity is full of shit. These people lie just like everybody else. This Christianity thing is bull, you know. For different reasons, they would make themselves self-righteous. But I think that hopefully in my story that some have indeed been touched in a certain way to therefore know that if they know my story about being tortured in the spirit for many, many years, demonically and satanically and in different ways, that I'm not totally aware of everything in myself on that side of it. But it was like I, in the spirit, was tortured over being a sexual moral. Right? When I got born again, I was automatically deemed guilty and paying the heavy cost of being burnt in the spirit, and it really going through torment and pain. And I think that some of them, maybe the Satanists that work behind the scenes, that have some high jobs in tech and this and that, may identify the story, and maybe some part of my story touched them in a way that they never, like, wow, this guy came not, not trying to sugarcoat, not trying, but fully talking honestly and truthfully about his cross and that which he went through, not trying to hide from it, but he's doing it simply to save people, to be selfless. And I think in some Satanists that have a little bit of knowledge about my story may have been touched in such a sense that their self-righteousness as to, well, all Christians this, and this. I know their internet stuff that may have been touched in such a way that maybe we thought about God in the wrong light. Now knowing this story, and hopefully they would come to know Jesus as Lord. I do know that the whole Satanism culture, it teaches you basically to be opposite, to think, in fleshly terms, to be an opposed to a lot of Christian paradigms and precepts as to different beliefs that are drilled into them. Even songs that there's satanic songs to many great Christian songs that they memorize, and they fall into many problems when, like in worship, just simply worship, that in Satanism they've learned, they had a mind set to be so opposed to God that when they do in spirit and truth, they would try to worship God, that a lot of old paradigms would seem to hinder and make it very difficult. It would seem that going to live the opposite life as the old man lived. And I would like to pray to God specifically for Satanists. Heavenly Father, I do know that Satanist was wise in evil. And I know, Heavenly Father, that you teach us to turn the other cheek. And I would pray that you would help them to forget being wise at evil, Lord, because when we get hurt, you teach us how to endure great pain to bless people. But if we're wise at evil, when we're going through deep pains, we're more likely to revert because we were so wise at doing evil. Then therefore, when we're at great hurt, we would at a weak moment reach out and divert or revert into an old paradigm of the dead person that we once was. And I pray, Lord, that for specifically for Satanists, that you would help deliver them from old paradigms and precepts, and really do a number and give them such a zeal for you, Lord, from coming from the death culture to the life culture, that everything is twisted, but they may have to serve some death to therefore reap life. I pray in Jesus' mighty name.